ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the Weather Xtreme video for Saturday, March the 28th. And as we end March, we're ending it on a bit of a noisy note with lots of thunderstorms overnight. Let's get right to the weather picture. And here's a look at the 280 Skycam. And you can see that it is raining out there right now. And Mount Cheaha, they're in the clouds, and we certainly have a lot of clouds over Alabama. On the surface map, it's a very complex pattern. You can see that we've got a bit of a low, creating a mesoscale convective complex down along the Gulf Coast, and that has certainly interrupted things up this way, forcing much of the severe weather to be along the Gulf Coast with lots of severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings down in the south part of the state. At 500 millibars, we've got our really deep closed low out over the Red River Valley, Oklahoma, and north central Texas, and that will be ejecting out later today. Temperature-wise, very mild across the southeastern U.S. and pretty chilly coming in behind that low over the Rockies and creating that storm complex, creating quite a blizzard situation up there. Here's a look at our temperatures. And here's part of what we're dealing with today is that you can see that the front is down over along the Mississippi River Valley. You can see Greenville's around 65. Greenwood's around 65 and Greenville's around 54. And then you get into the 40s in South Arkansas. And so the problem is between here and there. And will the atmosphere recover after all the rain that we've had? And here's a look at the composite radar over the southeastern U.S. Most of the focus for severe weather down along southeast Alabama and the northwest Florida panhandle. But you can see we do have a bit of a line of showers from just to the west of Memphis down towards the Jackson area. That will be swinging through here later, probably early this afternoon. And, of course, complex weather pattern with tornado watch from Georgia back to the southwest part of Alabama, and the severe thunderstorm watch over central Alabama and parts of South Alabama. And then we've got all kinds of winter weather advisories over the central part of the United States. QPF-wise, much of our rain is going to be ending with this, but we've got some more rain coming in the week as we've got a kind of a continual pattern or a continual series of rain events coming. We'll talk about that in a minute. Now, here's a look at the SPC. They're going to be updating this, so this is actually the one that was done around 1 a.m., so just keep that in mind. I think you'll see probably a fairly substantial change to the outlook area. Now, we're going to get into the 06Z GFS model run, and here's the look at today at 1 o'clock. And the GFS doing a pretty good job. You see that red bullseye down over southeast Alabama and southwest Georgia. The mesoscale convective complex actually showing up pretty well, and that helping to interfere with things. At 500 millibars, by midnight tonight, you can see that, or 1 a.m. actually, you can see the trough is finally getting by. So that's the problem. We've got between now and midnight to get that by here, and that will then sweep that finally out into Georgia, and this is again at midnight. Now, looking at the RUC model, trying to get an idea, and the RUC is suggesting that Capes will rebound into the southeast and east central part of the state this afternoon. This is around 21Z, and that's a possibility. So we want to be watching for the possibility of severe weather again this afternoon. Especially from, I would suggest, from Birmingham off to the east and into Georgia. But we'll certainly be watching that. And again, keep up with our blog because we'll have the latest with various posts. By Sunday, the rain is out of here and we should be clearing out. Monday, here comes, we're under a bit of a ridge, so Monday looks like we're going to start the work week very nice. But here comes our next trough. And again, we're going to be dry on Monday. By Tuesday, here comes that trough and in the central plains. And that trough's going to drag a front down into the southeastern U.S., and that's going to create a day that's probably going to be wet by late afternoon and into the evening hours. That fortunately swings by fairly quickly, so by Wednesday morning, I think the rain should be ending, although it could be some problems, rain still occurring as we head to work. By Thursday, here comes another trough at 500 millibars, and that's creating another storm system in the vicinity of St. Louis, dragging another front down into our area, bringing us another shot of rain on Thursday. And again, the flow is pretty progressive, and so that one zips on by too. And then by Saturday, the 4th of April, here we go. Here comes another trough, and that responsible for another low coming out of Texas. And that, of course, has the look somewhat of severe weather. And in addition to that, we're getting out into voodoo, but I couldn't help but note, even though we've got a lot going on today, I couldn't help but note this on the 6th of April. And then underneath that, notice the surface low and the 540 thickness line all the way down to Montgomery, suggesting the possibility of a cold core closed low at 500 with the possibility of snow in April. Remember, this is voodoo. Again, keep up with the blog today, and you'll see the latest posts from JB and James and all the folks, Bill and everybody. And I appreciate you tuning in to the Weather Extreme video. I expect to have the next one posted tomorrow morning by around 8 o'clock. Have a great day and stay safe. Godspeed.